news. We do have some breaking updates coming in. Fantastic news coming in for Indian fans. Virat Kohli has scored a century. This is against New Zealand in that very crucial semi-final match. We do have our colleague Shivani also joining us. Shivani, we can see the excitement in the newsroom itself. How crucial is this century?
You know, it's very crucial. One, of course, this is a long-standing ODI cricket record that Sachin Tendulkar has held. And to cross that mark, there are not many people who ever thought that this is going to be possible because Sachin himself was so legendary. And for Virat Kohli to do it so young, you know, he has some ways to go in his career still. To do in, you know, very little number of matches. Of course, that's a change of the way the game is played. But to cross the legendary Sachin Tendulkar's mark of that iconic 49 ODI tons is indeed a huge deal. But the reason why this is even more important, I would say, is that before this, Virat Kohli did not have a very good record in knockout stages of World Cups for India. And that has been a bit of a problem for us as a team for the last 10 years and for him since the 2011 World Cup, which he was a part of. So for him to actually come good, score a ton after losing a couple of wickets with Gill being retired hurt, that in itself is going to be personally very satisfying for Virat Kohli as well.
I agree. And Shivani, overall speaking, as far as the team's performance is concerned, this is a crucial match. India has been unbeaten, but this is also a team that we lost in the past. So those comparisons continue to be there. So a performance of this sort, how much does it add to the momentum of the total team?
You know, it's actually astounding. I think this is one of the best runs a team has had in a World Cup. Yes, Australia has managed something like this in the past twice, but I think this is a phenomenal run for India. It's just absolutely everything that they want to do, that they aim to do is going right for them. Fingers crossed there's one more innings to go and still some time in this one. But it is a stupendous performance from the team. And again, like I said, all of the big players coming good at the right time. Virat Kohli, he's been talked about how, he hasn't come good for India in the knockout stages and India has struggled. They're playing New Zealand, a team we lost to the semi-final last time around. A team has beaten us in the 2016 T20 World Cup in India. A team that we hadn't beaten actually in the World Cup since 2003, before we beat them in the league stage. So of course there's a lot that is culminating for India, and right now I think this team is going to be as motivated as anybody else, as people in our newsroom or any fan on the street, to not let go of this beautiful opportunity and moment that they have arrived at.
I know this is a very cliched question, Shivani, but every time there's a big match, we say, what is a safe score? So what is the safe score that we're looking at, that after this, okay, we could be comfortable?
The other day, New Zealand chased down nearly 400, right? So I don't know what a safe score is. They've got very explosive, good batting. A lot of their batsmen are in very good form. So I don't think you can talk about a safe score. But from here on, the projected score was looking at something around 400. I think they will need to get to 350 plus to feel that they have done what is deserving of the start that they got. I asked Memin here, we were discussing what a safe score could be. It looks like India could get 400, or at least should get more than 370?
Yeah, I think if they don't get 375 plus, they would be disappointed having reached this far. So, and then he's a scaled peak Tendulkar, Virat Kohli.
So I see Venkatesh also, why don't you join in?
Virat Kohli getting his 50th ODI ton, the record that everybody was expecting would be broken in this World Cup.
Absolutely, in front of Sachin Tendulkar, the great Sachin Tendulkar himself as in the Wankere. I mean, it's just a fantastic achievement, no doubt about it. And it was just round the corner, I suppose. We all knew that it's going to happen in this competition, in this World Cup itself, and which he has done it, and he has done it in great style. I think he deserves everything. He deserves not just 50, I think probably much more, many hundreds than what he has achieved now. I think he's fantastic.
Ayaz?
Look, I think, 50th 100 is one record which has been eluding him for a while now. And I think this will be really hard to beat. It's taken him about almost 10 years to get past Sachin. So now for anybody else to get past Kohli is going to be at least another 7, 8, 10 years.
But Shivani, quickly, because Ayaz and Venkatesh are also still here, there's another innings to go while we're hoping for the best for the men in blue. I was reading in the morning there's about a 25% win rate as far as New Zealand is concerned. What are going to be our challenges as far as the next innings are concerned?
For India, you mean?
Yes.
Well, anyway, by the end of this innings, I'm sure, Indian team would have scored, say, somewhere close to 400, 380, 400. And yeah, I mean, it's just getting wickets, I suppose. In the first 10 overs, if they get a couple of wickets, I think they're clearly, the New Zealand team are on the back foot. So they would be looking to get wickets, and getting those breakthroughs.
Ayaz, challenges for India?
Well, I think you need to get early wickets. Clearly, it's a very, it's a pitch flush with runs. If we can make 375, 380, unless you get some early wickets, that will put a lot of pressure on the Kiwis, and then you expect the wickets to come faster. But if they get off to a flying start, I think the score is still very high. It's a very intimidating score that India will have. So it's going to be, in my opinion, advantage India.
Okay, so they're saying it's going to be advantage India, but as we pointed out, there is going to be another innings. It looks good as far as India is concerned. You've just got Virat Kohli scoring a century. We'll of course continue to get you those updates coming in as well. But just looking at as far as the innings have been, you've got a century as far as Virat Kohli is concerned. Yes, Shubman Gill got retired hurt, but how did you see the innings as far as India is concerned?
I mean, he has, talking about Virat's innings, I think he has paced his innings really well. And he was slightly slow to start, and then he assessed the pitch, the condition, and obviously he was there with Rohit Sharma, and then obviously with Shubman Gill, and then with Shreyas Iyer, and I think later on he took on. And the pitch also is a beauty to bat. There's not much happening, whether it's fast bowlers or for the spinners. Now we see there is a bit of turn for the spinners. I'm sure both Jadeja and Kuldeep would have thought, in the second innings there might probably be a bit more turn, and they would be loving to bowl, looking forward to bowl. But having said that, I think they've done a fantastic job, so far, the Indian batting, and it's going to be highly difficult situation for the Kiwis, I suppose, to chase down a score of 350 plus, and if that's what they have, that's what they're chasing.
As you were saying a short while ago that early wickets will be extremely key, but if you just have to recap as far as the batting today has been, there was a lot of pressure. Of course, this is a stadium that's familiar, a pitch that is familiar, but the stakes are always so high. India has been unbeaten, so the worry was that will we slip today?
It's not such a great record in knockout. So India have been unbeaten this tournament. So they had to do something special.
Yeah.
And we saw that from the intent which Rohit Sharma showed at the start in the power play. And then from there it's taken up with Kohli, even Shubman Gill, till he got injured and had to go off. But the way Kohli spaced his innings, keeping, his job is to bat till the end, which he's done, and make the runs. And then Shreyas Iyer playing the kind of knock that he has so far. I think it's they've set a target for themselves, which I think they've achieved in terms of scores. Now it's up to the bowlers to make sure you have to seal the win. You've done extremely well so far. The other part remains.
Shivani, challenge for the bowlers now?
The Indian bowling lineup has been the best. Whether you talk about the first power play, they're the best in terms of their average, economy, wickets taken. Even the middle overs, we are actually reigning at the top of the table. So I don't know what concerns they could have. There is always a possibility of an off day. They're all human beings. But I don't see this team under the kind of confidence and the run that they have had, Venki, to not really believe in their strengths. Yes, the New Zealand have a very explosive batting lineup. They will also believe and back themselves to chase a huge total, like they nearly did.
Anybody chased 370, 380 so far?
No. They came close to it versus Australia.
And New Zealand came close.
And New Zealand came close versus Australia. I think it was a match for them to lose that day, and they just lost that momentum little bit with the wrong wicket at the wrong time.
But I think Pakistan chased once against Sri Lanka. They chased 340 or something like that.
Yeah, so it has been done before.
But 370, 380 against the Indian bowling attack is going to be really, really tough.
Yeah, and I think as we were discussing, earlier as well, Venki, the first 10-12 overs is going to give the Indian bowlers a chance to kind of go have a crack at their top order.
Yeah, it's not just about that. Of course, yes, the fast bowlers are doing a great job, phenomenal job, I should say. They're doing their job to perfection. All three of them, Siraj, Shami, and Bumrah. Having said that, we also saw a bit of a turn, when Sachin Ravindra or Santner were bowling. So I'm sure Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja would be looking forward to bowl. And it's not going to be easy. As you go along in this game, I think it gets slightly tougher to bat on. And when it starts turning, I think our two spinners, Jadeja and Kuldeep, are going to be